It's Monday. You know what that means. Time for another episode of your favorite sports podcast, The Flex Zone. Episode 446. Keeping it lit. We're honoring a great in the world of baseball. There's a new coach in LA for the Lakers. NBA coaching news. NBA draft this week. 2 nights. We'll get into it. NFL training camp. We know when it starts for all 32 teams. And we know another quarterback just got paid. What does this mean for the market of QBs moving forward? And what does this contract mean for Mr. Lawrence? Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that bell. Sign off in the comment section. Vote on the poll. Let us know what you thought about the week that was in the world of sports. And as always, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Episode 446 coming to you right now. More excited than our good brother Drizzy Dre seeing the good sister Maya perform at AFRAM. It's the Flex Zone Podcast, fellas. The only place giving you sports how you want it.
When you need it.
When you need it.
Episode 446, keeping it lit, more lit than the weather outside. Make sure you guys are staying cool if you are out right now, as we have a big show as we honor MLB legend. We talking some NBA. We got new coaches and one in LA for the Lakers. And we're going to talk about the draft as it's now 2 nights. We got some NFL news, training camp, and another quarterback just got paid, amongst other things. And we'll go around the WNBA, a major injury to one of my favorites, and Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese do battle yet again. But make sure you guys super kick that subscribe button, like or bomb that like button. Go ahead and Braun Breaker spear that bell. Let us know what you want to see from us here on the channel, and make sure you guys vote on that poll and get those super chats in. Answer your questions live on air as well. First and foremost, we are starting things off tonight. We want to give a big shout out to the good brother Raj. I know he might pop in, but it is his birthday, so big shout out to Raj, our social media producer, the man who makes this thing pristine. Big shout out to you, Raj. Happy birthday.
Finish him, Daddy.
Happy birthday, Raj, brother. And
We're not gonna disclose. We're not gonna disclose his age, but happy birthday, good brother.
I was going to say, Cravante, how old did he turn today?
Man, it's the last number I believe is a 7, but the first number might be a 7 too. So you know
Hey,
what?
yo. I ain't gonna have
Oh, man. Well, hey, look, let's get to it, man. You know what? Batting lead off today. I'm going to start with the man at the top, the Flex Zone Messiah, the super producer, Mr. Morgan State University, Mr. HBCU, Mr. 25-8, the man who is the phenomenal one, the A-lister, the pride of the East Side, the savior of misbehavior, the straw that stirs the drink, the foundation, the tribal chief, the one and only Drizzy Dre. What's going on, my brother? Let's get you right up in here and let's get to it. What's going on, Drizzy Dre?
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Man, I'm just happy to be here. My fellow cancer brother, celebrating his birthday.
Acknowledge me.
Hey, after this weekend, y'all better acknowledge your boy.
You got your rolls with you?
No, so over the weekend.
Tell a story to the good people real quick.
I was with Cuzzo this weekend, Everin. So at the Trap Karaoke, it was good times. And then I went to AFRAM, and I got my media pass, and so I was right there seeing the beautiful Maya. and she comes out on stage and she tosses roses to the crowd, and I got the first rose. At first, I didn't even know the rose was for me. I thought it was like for the ladies in front of me. And then it was an older woman who was in front of me, and she was like, "Baby, that was for you." So I looked at Maya like, and Maya looked at me. She smiled and laughed.
Listen,
So.
I'll pull from here. Baby. Stop it.
So Maya, baby, if you're listening, I already slid in the DM. So
Do you want to know what makes Daddy Magic's nipples hard?
So I had to shoot my shot, like you said. Steph Curry from Dirty, baby. I ain't got nothing to lose at this point. We made eye contact, so I already know.
This next brother needs no introduction. He is the Flex Zone co-patriarch along with the brother Dre. He is the voice of reason. He is the senior producer. He is Mr. Parks and Recs. He was out there this past weekend driving the good folks around. He is strong like that shot of Crown Royal he enjoys. Make sure you send free stuff. It's the Commandalorian, the captain of the goofy ship. And don't worry, we don't drink and drive, but there will be shots taken as you aboard the ship with the Commandalorian. Come on,
haters can't stand us. Left hand Commanders. Fight for RDC. Who are we? The Commanders.
If I didn't hear the goofiness being played, I'd have been like that, and I only saw
that's goofy.
audio.
Jam.
Yeah.
Oh, jam.
That's right.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Just stupid.
Yep. If I didn't, if there was no audio and I just saw Dre doing that, I'm like, dang, I got to hear what he listens to. I have to hear it. But that's outside looking in. But inside, being in here is like, stop it. Stupid. Just stupid. But I was definitely out at AFRAM in the hot sun. I did, but I was definitely doing the earlier shifts. Got in the morning, got out in the afternoon, man, because I was like, I can't do this. You know what I'm saying? But I put in the good work. I did what I could. I put in my hours, getting my people where they needed to be, setting up tents. I sent a picture to Dre because I was me and my team was helping the Maryland physicians tent up, and they were right next to WEAA, and they, it's pretty much the same setup from the previous year. So we was helping them set up, and the WEAA tent was already up, and I was like, oh snap, it's already up. So I snapped a picture of me with the WEAA in the back, and I was like, Dre, we here, baby. He was like, I ain't gonna be there today. He said, I ain't gonna be over there. But I was like, yeah, you already told me, yo. But I'm like, yo, I'm out here with my hat on. They gave us a little towel, AFRAM towel, which was cool. So, riding around and getting it in the hot sun, man. And it was a good time, man.
Now, did you see Tate?
I did not. I did not. By the time I must have rolled out by the time he came, because they would have made a real big deal once he came through with the security and all that.
Well, so all right, so I actually ran into Tate this weekend. So funny, I saw him, and so I walked over to his area, to say hi to him, and I go over there, and I actually said, I'm like, where's Tate? So I get a tap on the back, and I turn around, and it's him.
That's right, because he heard you. He said, "Hey, stop calling me Tate, brother." That's what he was saying. That's the first thing he said. Stop calling. I've been listening to the Flex Zone. Stop calling me Tate. You and the other guy. Roger. Yeah. Tell him stop calling me Tate.
So it was all love.
Speaking of Tate, why hasn't he appeared on Power yet? Good people want to know.
Oh, it's coming.
Okay. All right. Be patient, Dre. Did you say it is 2 parts? Well, make sure you guys subscribe come on over to the YouTube. If you're on X, we see a lot of you guys on X, on Twitter, whatever the hell you call it now. Go on over to YouTube, put it in your phone, put it on your other device. I know you got multiple devices. The Flex Zone Podcast. We give you sports how you want it when you need it. We're here damn near every day giving you content. Been here for over 400 episodes, 10th year of the podcast. So subscribe, hit the like button, show us some love, and just join us over there. That's where most of our content is housed. But we got a big show to get into, and we got to start with some sad news as Baseball Hall of Famer Willie Mays passes away at 93 years of age. They just had the celebration this past Thursday at Rickfield Park. And it's crazy, last week when we did talk about it, we did mention he was 92, just turned 93 years of age on June 18th. And unfortunately, we did not know his final days were upon us. But Willie Mays, where do we begin with the all-time great? A 301 batting average for his career, 3,200, 3,293 hits, 660 home runs, 1,909 runs batted in, 339 stolen bases. He played for the Birmingham Blackburns in 1948 in the Negro Leagues. He didn't get to the MLB until 1951. Played for the New York/San Francisco Giants, then played for the New York Mets as well. 24-time All-Star, World Series champion, 2-time NL MVP, NL Rookie of the Year, 12-time Gold Glover, Roberto Clemente Award, NL batting champion, 4-time National League home run leader, 4-time NL base stolen leader, hit 4 home runs in a game in April 30th, 1961. Number retired by the Giants, number 24. Number retired by the Mets, number 24. San Francisco Giants, Hall of Fame, Major League Baseball All-Century Team, and Major League Baseball All-Time Team. I mean, an argument can be made he could be the greatest player of all time. I know a lot of people say Babe Ruth. We remember the over-the-shoulder catch in the World Series, the basket catch. Dre, I'll start with you, man. Unfortunately, he lived a great life, but Willie Mays gone at 93 years of age. But you hear the stats and the numbers, and you realize how great he was, Negro Leagues and in Major League Baseball.
You know, it just shows you that, like, the people who came over from the Negro League, they made instant impact. And that's like the perfect word to say what they were able to do for Major League Baseball. I love it that Major League Baseball is giving these men their flowers because it's well deserved what they were able to do in the Negro League and then transition right over to Major League Baseball, breaking barriers. And it was, you always hate to see somebody go, but it was almost like the timing of it just you just couldn't ask for like better timing. And what I want to also give a shout out to Fox and Major League Baseball, because what a tribute. What, like, throughout the show they were just giving you history and paying homage to the Negro League and Willie Mays, and just reminding people of how great this man was, both as a Negro League player and as when he got into Major League Baseball. So I think that they did a tremendous job. Byron, you went off all the stats. Arguably the greatest baseball player of all time. I mean, he was able to bring people into baseball, and just he had so many fans at a time when racism was very much around, and you had white people, black people who just loved this man and what he was able to do for the game of baseball. Words cannot describe what he did. So just really thank you, Willie Mays. Thank you for your contribution. Thank you for going through what you went through in order to pave the way, so that way we could honor you and talk about you and bless you in the way that we're able to do. But a tremendous man, and well deserved the honor and recognition in which he got. I just wish that this had happened a little sooner, and it needs to happen more and more, because I think that we've forgotten about sometimes the past, and we have to bring the past into the present, because if it wasn't for the past, we're not here in the present in the game, in which we love. You know, we're on here talking about baseball, and it's because of people like Willie Mays.
Good, Cravante.
You always have to pay homage and remember and think about those black brothers that were going against the grain, and playing in a very, very racial wild time for black people in America at that time. And I mean, it was no time period particularly great for black people, especially in sports. But it's, you know, and we talk about those days, things are better now, but you still see a lot of racial undertones now. But during that time, it was undertones, it was regular tones, it was in your face. And for him to still be able to thrive through all of that is absolutely amazing. And like Dre said, I wish it would have happened sooner. And Byron, you went down all those lavish stats. I looked it up. The average batting average for an MLB is like 250 right now. Batting 300 is elite level batting, is what I want the good people to understand. He was doing that before, like, I don't even know, like, he did it back in the day when it first became a stat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how old that stat or whatever average is, but he was batting 300 before it was cool to do so. You know what I'm saying? And averaging 300 and he played well over 20 years. I mean, he was a 24-time All-Star. You know what I'm saying? So he played well over 20 years, and to maintain a consistent batting average of 300 is absolutely wild. Absolutely wild and elite level when it comes to baseball. And again, baseball and hockey is probably one of the harder sports to one, play, and two, master. And Willie Mays absolutely mastered the art of the entire game of baseball, but specifically hitting at, you know, again, averaging 300 is absurd and crazy. But to do it at a time where this was a white man's sport, it is what it is. I mean, hell, it still is kind of today. You know what I'm saying? But
Throw in the Dominicans too right now.
Oh, sure. Well, it's a little, yeah. It's definitely a melting pot. It's more of a melting pot than the other leagues.
And don't forget those Japanese boys, Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah.
You got Yamamoto. They
It's
coming over here getting that bag.
It's definitely probably the most melting pot sport out of all the four major sports.
And you got some black guys too, Cravante, that's coming up. I mean,
sure.
MLB Bro, shout out to Uncle Rob Parker. A lot of black brothers in the league getting that bag, getting that guaranteed contract, and
and we love the contracts over here. We love the baseball contracts over here.
I mean, arguably the best player, Cravante, is Aaron Judge. He's black, you know,
for sure. But we always rise. We've always been the cream of the crop.
You got Soto in the mix. My man from the Dodgers.
Mookie Betts, of course.
Mookie Betts.
Okay. But man, I could go on and on. I could go on and on. Willie Mays has an argument for being the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely one of the greatest without a shadow of a doubt, and he has a case of being the great just by stats alone. And I think time period, the eras matter. I do, and that's no matter what sport we talk about, what player we talk about. I think the eras do matter, because I mean, I'm sure he's gotten way more death threats than we can imagine, and he's still crack, back up and back, crack. All right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a wild time, and he still had the mentality that I'm gonna I'm gonna do what I gotta do on this baseball field and get up out of here as best I can. And for him to live to 93 is nothing short of amazing. And rest in peace, rest in power, rest in paradise. Condolences to his family and all of that good stuff, because we lost an all-time great. And what he's done for the game of baseball, what he's done for blacks in sports is absolutely amazing. And just like Dre, I thank you for it, being able to talk about you and remember you and honor him is nothing short of amazing.
We'll take a quick moment of silence. Rest in peace. Willie Mays passes away at the age of 93. May he rest in peace, rest in power. I think we got a special guy in the back. I don't know if he's ready to make his appearance. Another birthday guy. I know he was probably out eating meat.
My heavens.
We'll make a call as we get ready for him to come to. But I want to switch it up real quick. We're going to do something different. Yeah, we're a sports podcast, but we talk about other things. Ravante, I know you got some things you want to talk about later in Goofy of the Week, but I did want to mention this. Last week was Juneteenth, and we had possibly one of the biggest concerts of recent memory, the Kendrick Lamar pop out concert last week on Juneteenth in LA. Drizzy Dre, how you feeling, man? Did you watch the concert? Did you enjoy it? What were your thoughts on it? Was it some goofiness? I mean, I thought it was some goofiness with these D-Riders on one side, now on the other side. LeBron's there. I mean, who's who? I'm going to pull up some media. Go ahead, Dre. I want to get your thoughts on this, man.
The memes that have come from this, I posted on my social media. Hilarious. It's like something new every day. And the fact that Kendrick's Not Like Us is now number one, I love it. I entered this weekend with the same joy that Russell Westbrook had on that stage. The joy, the black boy joy that he had is how I'm going to live life from now on. You know what? I don't care how much people at the job get on your nerves. I don't care if you're having a bad day. You know what? When you hear that song and you just look at like Russell Westbrook up there, you just gotta be like, you know what? That's how I'm gonna live life.
You see Gold James up there.
And I know LeBron wanted to be up there so bad. That's what killed it though. When he's right there, but it's nothing.
Thank you, like, Savannah. Thank you, Savannah.
Miss Savannah. But the memes between the way Savannah looked at him and him not going up there. Oh my gosh. Like that whole thread was just, I may repost that just because it was just so hilarious. But I mean, oh my gosh. Kendrick continues to do stuff for the culture, and I tell you, man, it's nothing like social media. Like what they've been able to do, the memes, the videos. Oh my gosh, it's a constant laugh every day. And then when you even hear the song,
beat your ass like a Bible with God punches.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't know the sound was on. Sorry about that.
The way that look at
and that's why he would never win a ring. He will never sniff a ring, Dre.
You know what? If you play that back, he doesn't care. You know what? I'm letting it go. He can have, because he has all the joy of the world in his heart. The way that he did the waving at look how he looks. Look how he looks. Play it again, man. Play it. Look how he looks. Look how he just approaches the thing. He's with his boys.
With the camera cuts and all that.
That's amazing too. That amazing camera work too. Catching all this.
That was amazing. Amazon, shout out to you.
It was just a good time. Look at him. Yeah. I'm not going to take away that man's shine. You know what? Do you, buddy? Do you, buddy? But
Scrubbing the ground, Dre. Scrubbing the ground.
but they was having a good time, and that's how I'm gonna live life this cancer season and for now on in 2024. I'm gonna sit up there and have all the black boy joy in my heart. Shout out to Kendrick, like I said, for bringing the culture together, and Russell Westbrook leading the charge with the dancing.
Go ahead, Cravante.
It was an amazing time. It looked like an amazing time, and even what I was able to see. First of all, listen, you don't have to go to any events. Just go to Twitter, go to Instagram, and you'll get the gist of what happened and what went on. I don't even know what page it was, but Russell Westbrook, his time on the bench has been more entertaining than the Clippers altogether. And Russell Westbrook has just there are on Instagram. I can't recall the page, but there is clips of Westbrook on the bench dancing with the hottest LA throwbacks and the hottest TikTok songs, and he is just dancing. Had that joy that Dre was talking about, and also to your point, Byron, why he probably never gonna get a ring. He's on that bench going off and having a good old time. I'm like, ain't you supposed to be warming up? You're not warming up. Having a grand time, and then I see him, and I'm like, dang, he not on the bench no more. He out. He out here. You know what I'm saying? And he get down, and I forget that, like, yo, he from round. He know all that. Like, that's in his heart. That's in his soul. So, and who knows when the last time he had the opportunity to really show out like that. And it happened to be a brother from around the way as well to pop out. You know what I'm saying? He brought, and the Lamar was up there. Of course, you know, YG. Of course, YG was there. That's not surprising. And then there's LeBron. Then there's LeBron. And I'm like, yeah, you're dancing a little too hard, brother. You dancing a little too hard, brother. But it was amazing. And Kendrick out there looking like wearing the same outfit as Drake in that Hotline Bling is he finds his petty level is rising. It's up there with 50 cents. It's up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure where it is, but it's up there. Like, his petty level is up there because they played not like us about four five times.
Four times.
Why the hell is Northwest at this concert? Kanye's daughter. What
Yo,
That's
that was one of them concerts where everybody was at.
Yo, folks was out there and going off like, yo, like, we ain't seen a diss song this popping in quite some time.
Even this may have exceeded Drake's back-to-back. I think it did.
Oh man, listen, I never seen folks pop out like that.
It was 5 times they played it.
It was 5 times. Oh wow, okay.
Actually, it was 6 because they played the instrumental at the end. Apparently, so 6 for the 6 guys.
And it's like, and folks went harder than they did the last one. And I was like, yo, like, this be in your soul. Like, folks singing this like this they anthem. This the anthem. This is the song of the summer.
Cravante, I played it in my headphones at the gym. Took my headphones off for a second in between lifting sets, and the brother on the leg machine. I heard it. I was like, he was like, yeah. He said, bro, I'm bopping it too. Like, catchy. It just gets you.
Crazy. But yeah, like, yeah, definitely, and paying homage to
Pac.
the Pac, man, is is crazy as well, because another guy who has an all-time great diss track it's up there. It's up there. It is for sure up there, man. But my gosh, and the fact, again, I'm not gonna let this go. The fact that it came from Kendrick of all people, like, he don't make music you dance to. He don't really make club bangers. He makes good, conscious rap music. And he made a absolute banger. Like, this y'all played in the club, this y'all played in the cookouts, and everybody lose their goddamn mind when this thing dropped. Like, for sure. I don't care how much you into rap music, it's not at all. I feel like that thing, I see dead people, and that thing just go crazy.
Look at all that. Look at all those ringless mofos that ain't going to ring. Russ,
And they don't
probably
give
a future Laker, DeMar DeRozan.
Are you gonna sit up there? Are you gonna sit up here and hate Byron? That's what we gonna do.
No, I'm not.
Let them circus dance. Let them jive, shuck and jive. Let them do what they do.
But now you sound like you hating too, talking about shucking and jiving. There's nobody shucking.
Hey, the only person that hates on Kendrick right now, his name is the Angry Man. He's a huge Kendrick hater, and a Drake lover at this point.
Look, let them have their moment. Look,
that's
at
what I'm saying. Let them shuck and jive. Let them do it.
No, it's not shucking and jiving.
Jive is wild.
Weren't they just taking pictures and dancing with Drake? It wasn't KD up there and Russell Westbrook, so they mended fences. Oh, come on, man.
Hey, man.
Well, first of all, look, because he is in the building. It's only right.
KD was there, but I don't think he got on stage though.
Yeah, I don't remember KD being on stage.
No, yeah, KD wasn't there. Just
first and foremost, we wanted to give a happy birthday to the man, the myth, the legend, the meat man, the one and only social media producer, the man who gets better with time like fine wine, the one, the only, according to Miss Queen, the sexy birthday king, who makes the ladies go wild.
Hey,
Big Rock.
No water. Just me.
Finish him, Daddy.
That's something new for you.
That's one big son of a bitch!
You got that from last week, man. You stupid. That's hilarious. But no.
There you go, Rob. Kavanta, how old is he? Real quick, Kavanta, real quick. How does he turn?
So,
don't you start.
I know it's a 7. I know the 7 is the second number. I know a 7 is the second number. I'm not sure if a 7 is the first number too. But
if I'm moving like Morris Day 40 years from now, I mean, I'm happy, bro.
No, you're right. Absolutely right.
Bro, he was killing it, bro. When I say he put on a performance, he was killing it yesterday, man.
Man, I had to miss it because during that time, that's when I had left. I was trying to stay a little bit for Maya, and then it started raining. So I was like, man, let me get up out of here. But I could hear it. But I could hear it at that point I was like, man, I'm just gonna miss it. But I already knew. I already figured Morris Day was about to shut it down.
Hey, Big Red, yeah, check your email, brother. We're gonna set that up, man. And happy birthday to your daughter, by the way.
Happy
birthday.
Raj, how do you feel about the concert, man? How's your day been? How's your birthday been? How you feel about the concert? I see your boy The Weeknd was even there. I mean, you talk about backstabbing. Drake discovered this, brother.
The Weeknd was at Kendrick's concert.
Yeah, you ain't see me put the joint up. I'll put it up there for you.
Nah, I ain't see it. I mean, I watched some of the concert. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched like bits and pieces of it. I just knew he played the song about 4 or 5 times, you know.
Yeah.
I saw Dr. Dre come out and introduce it, and he had his own set, and a couple of the other LA rappers out there was being celebrated in his pop-up. So and I mean, it doesn't surprise me. Everybody hates Drake at this point. I mean, the whole squad hates Drake. The Weeknd can't stand Drake. Kendrick, even though Drake took him on his first tour, he doesn't like Drake anymore. So, I mean, it was just a stomp on Drake day, stomp on Drake weekend or whatever. But now he's filming a music video that I'm hearing. He's about to film a music video, stomping on Drake. So it just is what it is, man. It's hip hop, is entertainment. I was glad to see that battle go down this past month. It was a great battle. And Drake looked goofy as hell with them damn things in his head. But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I guarantee you this is not over with, though. I guarantee you this is not over with. I'm pretty sure Aubrey is
Look,
gonna.
if he knows better, bro, throw in the towel now.
Nah, he's not.
It's over.
He's not
Don't
gonna
come back. This one don't come back.
You know
This one is
he can't. You know he can't stay away from the limelight. You know he's gonna address it in his upcoming album. You already know what's gonna happen. You already know what's gonna happen. He's gonna say some slick stuff, and it's gonna ignite the beat, and they ignite the beef, and they're gonna be going back and forth subliminally again, like they was doing back in the past. It's never going to end, man. They're gonna hate each other until they actually meet up with each other, and it's gonna be a Meek and Drake situation where they meet up with each other, hug it out or whatever, and then boom, they're friends again or whatever. But yeah, it was a cool concert. I watched bits and pieces of it, but it was what it was.
Well, let's get into you got anything on the Willie Mays situation? I know we talked about Willie Mays. Anything on Willie Mays?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I just know that he was, one of the pioneers back in the 60s and 70s of baseball. He was probably one of the greatest players to ever play the game. Godfather to Barry Bonds, true legend. But other than that, I couldn't tell you, about his career. I don't know the specifics of it. That's before my time. Cravante and Dre, that's before my time. I was not born.
Why you lie so much?
Are you sure?
I'm very positive, but I just want to say rest in peace to that king, because without him and Jackie Robinson and the guys of yesteryear, we wouldn't have African Americans in baseball today and prospering in today's sport. So rest in peace. That's all I got though on Willie Mays.
Well, let's get into it. Laker Nation, let's talk about it. You guys have finally hired your head coach, who I told you was going to be a coach over a month ago. The Los Angeles Lakers have hired Jay Reddick as their new head coach to a 4-year contract. Looks like he's making around $8+ million a year. Dre, I'm gonna probably start with you first because I know you gotta get ready to hop off. But hold on, I think we got a special guest joining us. Hold on.
Old Jay Reddick.
Okay. Wait. Dre, how you feeling, man? JJ Reddick was introduced today.
You know what? After Rod played that,
Old Jay Reddick.
really though.
I don't know. We've been hacked by the whites or something.
After Unc dropped that clip in the chat today, I feel really good about this hire, because I think that this is the type of coach that we need. Somebody that's not going to succumb to the LA media. He already worked in the media, so he already knows how it's going to work. He was a former player. He's a smart guy. He's a Duke. He's a Duke man. So, you know what? I'm going to give it a chance. I'm going to embrace it. We gave Darvin Ham a chance. I think a lot of us are kind of skeptical about it because of his relationship with LeBron. We all knew that JJ Reddick said he wanted to be a head coach someday. And we could see that he's a brilliant basketball mind. I mean, when you hear his takes, you just love to hear JJ Reddick, and you look forward to when he would be on First Take. And then you listen to the podcast that he had with LeBron, and you hear the two brilliant minds when it comes to the game of basketball, both of them. So I think that this is just, I think for them, it's really, I think that this can really work for real. But what I'm not sure about, though, is just how moving forward is going to be his adaptation from his adaptation to LA, because the Lakers' expectations over the years, there's always going to be a championship when it comes to the Lakers brand. And the fact that they get rid of coaches so much and not giving them time to develop their system, because Darvin Ham wasn't given a lot of time. And you see that they've had a major turnaround with coaches since Phil Jackson was their last coach. And then also you see that, hey, there were other candidates out there like a Sam Cassell. There was a my guy from the Pistons who was just available. Head coach from the Pistons.
Monty Williams.
Not
Monty. So he's got that to battle, but like I said, I'm gonna give it a chance, being that he's a first year head coach, and maybe finally JJ Reddick will be able to do something for the Lakers that we've been all hoping for, and that's surround LeBron and AD with shooters, because that's a major component to this team, and why some of these series were kind of close with like the Denver Nuggets, but they were just missing a piece. There's another rumor going around that they may go after Trae Young. We're not, of course you got the Bronny rumors out there. We're not sure. But what I am sure about, though, is that I think that if given time, I think that he might be able to actually make some noise as a head coach. But it's going to take some time, because you still got a lot. You may even have like 6 teams ahead of him right now, in front of the Lakers right now. Off bat, we can say the Denver Nuggets. You got the Minnesota Timberwolves. You've got the Dallas Mavericks out there. You got OKC. The Kings are out there. You've got the Clippers. There's still some teams out there in the West that the Lakers still have to overcome. But that's why I said he's a young coach. It's his first year. You got to give it time. Like, you can't microwave your thing out of this, because there's a lot of young cats out there and a lot of great teams already in the West. So it's going to be an uphill battle. But you have to do, I think if they do what they need to do, it might be able to work.
Try to play that clip. I know, Dre, you got to hop off, but Raj, how are you feeling, man, about that?
I'm feeling good, man. At
Your
first
birthday twin, by the way. Your birthday.
Yes,
twin.
yes. We share a birthday.
Yes, he's our fellow Cancer brother.
Yeah, I didn't know
All right,
he
let me
had
see if I
this.
can play this clip real quick. I'm gonna try to play this clip for you guys real quick. Matter of fact, go ahead, Raj. I'm gonna let it load up. Go ahead.
Oh, okay, well, like I said, I didn't know we shared a birthday. It was very interesting when I saw that, and then I watched a lot of the press conference today, and then I filmed it. Matter of fact, I watched it, I played it back, then I filmed it, and I was like, let me send this to the group chat. But everything that he said, man, I just felt that in my soul, for real. I was like, yes. I was like, yes, thank you. I want to hear stuff like that. I want to hear stuff like that. Yeah, that's how I feel as a fan. It's like, bro, I want you to. I don't want you just to be there, just to take us to the playoffs. No, I want to win championships. And I'm not sure if that's going to happen with JJ Reddick or not, because this is his first time, being a head coach or whatever. But I just feel like there's a passion there again. There's something that we're striving for. Not to say that Darvin Ham wasn't doing that, or that Darvin Ham couldn't do that, but I mean, from what the talks of the town was, Darvin Ham was not prepared a lot of times, and Darvin Ham struggled in certain situations as well, and the team just lost faith in him. So stuff like that happens with the players. It's like they band together, and it was like, you know what, it's time for Darvin to go. So it is what it is. JJ Reddick, although he does not have any coaching experience, we get it. We've been clowned about it, clearly, especially since you played that Whack D clip. But that's neither here nor there.
Old gay Reddick.
Yes, that bastard. Anyway, even though he thinks he's a gay Reddick or whatever, I'm gonna give JJ a chance, man. I'm going to definitely give him a chance, because I think he's going to earn our respect by the end of it. I think he is going to be able to turn his team around. I think he is a great basketball mind, and I think he'll be able to help the younger guys like Austin Reeves. A lot of the shooting guards had issues on this squad. Like they had a role, but their role wasn't completely defined. And of course, we're going to get some more help in that department as well. So spacing, the defensive end is going to be fine, I believe. But I just think that particular role where you got to get shooters and point guards, and you got to space them out and give the ball to AD, is going to be more of a focus than it was with the Darvin Ham led offense. So, but we'll see what happens, man. I do expect JJ to struggle, maybe his first, 20 games or whatever. But as soon as he finds his groove, I think he'll be able to do what he does, man. And I think he'll flourish, especially being led by one of the greatest basketball minds, that he'll be leading, which is, the king of LA right now, LeBron James.
Kendrick Lamar.
No, LeBron James, who was at Kendrick Lamar's concert. Yes.
Okay. Let me try to play this real quick. I can see.
First of all, happy birthday. Second of all, what misconceptions or concerns about you that you've heard in the last few weeks are you the most looking forward to dispelling when you're the coach?
It's a valid question, and I've certainly heard everything. It's been a really interesting 6 weeks or so, just in terms of being.
All right. Of course, it wants to pause, but basically, you get.
You want me to
basically drop an F-bomb.
You want me to play the clip? If I can find it. Or are you being choppy, Byron? Choppy. Yeah, he's being choppy.
Yeah, we'll get that played. We'll get that played. But go ahead, Cavante. I want to get your thoughts, Cavante.
I think he's goofy. I think it's absolutely goofy. I am not a Lakers fan. I love seeing the front running teams in turmoil. It's good for TV. When goofiness is going on with the top teams, and well, granted, the Cowboys is not a top team in the NFL, just the most well known. But when the top teams that create the most buzz are in turmoil, it's good. It's good TV. It's good drama. Whether they're good or whether they're bad, when they're in the middle, it's like But when they're really good or really bad, oh man, it's awesome. It's great for TV, and it seems like the Lakers are still doing what they've always been doing, man. Trying to they're not one to really develop. They're really about their stars. They've always been about their stars. And the Lakers without a star is not the Lakers. And it's not, it's Showtime. That's what this is built on. And this is a interesting hire. I think it's a goofy hire because what was his credential, Byron? He assisted the boys, his son's basketball team or something. Like that's your resume? Is that
Yes, it is.
That's your head coach? Like
That's
your head coach?
That's our head coach.
Oh,
I got the clip. I got the clip, by the way, if you want me to play it.
Yeah, go ahead. You can play it.
Run it.
All right.
Goofiness. It's a valid question. Shut up, JJ.
What misconceptions or concerns about you that you've heard in the last few weeks are you the most looking forward to dispelling when you're the coach?
It's a valid question, and I've certainly heard everything. It's been a really interesting 6 weeks or so, just in terms of being part of the engagement farming industry. It's been really interesting. However, I don't really have a great answer for your question because I really don't give a fuck. Like, honestly, I want to coach the Lakers. I want to coach the team. I don't want to dispel anything. I don't. I want to become a great coach in the NBA, and I want to win championships, and I want my players to maximize their careers. That's all I fucking care about.
There you go. There you go. You hear that? There you go. Now you still think it's goofy now, Absolutely. Goofy now?
Absolutely. I tell you,
Well,
yeah,
now that's goofy.
yeah, it is.
Stupid. Just stupid.
Love that white privilege, huh? That white privilege is something, man. I tell you, with that resume,
Old gay Reddick.
hey, D Wow. That white privilege is an MFer, man. You had that resume and you talking hot stuff like that, boy, oh boy, it's good to have the complexion for the protection. I tell you. And was that Rob Palenka next to him, looking like Harvey Dent out there in the face? My gosh, Two-Face. Harvey.
He might be Two-Face if JJ don't get it done.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it just makes it. And that was my first time seeing that clip. So thanks for that. But still goofy, very much so. I think it makes it more goofy. Go ahead, man. You custom people out. Goofiness.
So vote on the poll. Let us know, what do you think about the hire of JJ Reddick? Good, bad, indifferent, will it work? And Cavante, yeah, that was a volunteer 4th grade coach at Brooklyn Boys Academy. There you go. Yeah. So.
In what world? In what world?
In this world.
And that's why stuff like that. That's why 45 is going to be soon 47 because of stuff like that. Goofiness like that.
Hey, man, we need 45, okay? We need them. We need them.
That's scary. That's scary to say out loud.
Sadly, it is, but we need them.
That's scary.
Well, let's get to the transition from the Lakers, who actually have a first-round pick in the upcoming NBA draft. As the NBA draft is now 2 nights, as night 1 will begin on Wednesday, and night 2 will be Thursday afternoon at 4 p.m.
What?
Yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, it's now 2 nights. So
there's nothing prime time about it.
Yeah, so Thursday is at 4 Eastern on ESPN. Wednesday is prime time 8 Eastern. So there you go. In New York, of course. Yeah. Cavante, I'm gonna start with you, man. The draft 2 nights, and is anything you care about? I mean, the Wizards do have the number 2 pick. Of course, they can't get number 1, but in this draft, do you even really want the number 1 pick?
Come on now, say it with me. Everybody beats the Wiz.
Oh my God.
I mean, what could happen here? And I'm gonna pull up the draft order for those who care. As Atlanta does have the number 1 pick. The Spurs have 2 top 10 picks, but will we see any major trades? Trae Young is rumored. We got Chicago. We saw the trade of Josh Giddey to Chicago for Alex Caruso. How you see this playing out, Cavante? What are your thoughts on this draft, man? Is it going to be one of those drafts that really produces not much of anything of news or noteworthiness?
Yeah, it's like we say every year, the draft is a crapshoot, but particularly in the NBA, it's really a crapshoot. Because I mean, your lottery guys, it's like it's hit or miss, man. It's really, really hit or miss in the NBA, and I don't even know. I don't think it's gonna be any heavy hitters in this draft. So therefore, I do think these are tradable. These are all tradable assets. Folks gonna wheel and deal these picks. I won't be surprised if the Lakers are in the mix. To potentially get a guy they want. And it goes for any team, especially the contending teams, because it's pointless. It's definitely not the same as the NFL draft. So I can foresee quite a few trades because there's no heavy hitters. But and obviously the big name is Bronny, and where he's going, that's probably the top story. The top
55,
story
55 right here.
More often, more than who goes number 1 or number 2 overall. Where does Bronny go? In what round and what team? Because that team will have an opportunity to get LeBron James services, quite possibly. So I ain't got much on it. We was talking about Zach Edey a little bit before we started the show, but I don't think it's any game changes in this particular draft.
Raj, how you feel, man? Your Lakers have the 17th pick. They got a first round pick, and then they have 55, where I think they could take Bronny James. I mean, he's only worked out for what, the Lakers and the Suns, I think. Do you care about a 2-night draft? Is it goofy starting at 4 p.m.? And will the Lakers be able to do anything in this draft with 2 picks? Only 58 picks this year. Usually it's 60, but only 58 selections, so even less players. And remember, the second round picks don't have guaranteed contracts after the first year, I believe. So there you go.
This is disgusting. This is disgusting. The fact that they have a 2-night draft and we don't even know who is in this draft. There is no superstars from college basketball or overseas that we care about. Nobody. This is ridiculous, man. This is how far that this thing has fallen. And the fact that they're going to put a 2-night draft from Wednesday to Thursday afternoon is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. That's the only word I can think of. This is ridiculous. I mean, who is going to be the number 1 pick? Do you really care who the number 1 pick is? Do you really care who the number 2 pick is? I'd rather this be last year's draft. At least we know we're going to get a great player for the number 1 overall pick who went to San Antonio. I don't know anybody in this draft, honestly. I don't know not one person from college. I don't know who's going to be the top pick. I don't think anybody really cares. It's just a waste of time, a waste of space. They're wasting an opportunity to having primetime players from college in this draft to make it into something. They didn't market really anybody. They didn't market not one guy, not even from the G League. That's in this draft. No one. So I'm not excited about it. I don't really care about it. Of course, I'm gonna follow it because I'm a basketball fan, but it's like, bro, this is the worst time ever for the Wizards to get a number 2 overall pick, and you don't even know who is even in this draft for them to be a number 2 overall pick. It's ridiculous, man. It really is. It sucks. But is the person thinking about drafting
Australia?
Like, who is Alex Sarr? Who is that? Who's Alex Sarr? Is he Alex Lynn from
looks like a guy from France.
A guy.
Richard.
Overseas guy from France. Oh, joy. This is what we're doing. You know what?
You know, might get a 7-footer from Australia.
Matter of fact, you know who should be the number 1 pick overall?
What?
Say who? Bronny James. Bronny James should be the number 1 overall pick. You know why? Because that's the only person we heard about for the past month. It's Bronny. Bronny this. Bronny that. Bronny might as well be the number 1 overall pick in his draft. Might as well be. Because who else have we heard about?
Well, apparently, Raj, it looks like the Wizards' Alex Starr, 7'1", 205 pounds, out of Australia, played for the Perth Wildcats. According to the scouting report, he's as close to a number 2 as one can get. He worked out and met with the Wizards, but refused to work out for the Hawks. He's an elite rim protector on defense, pick and pop threat on offense, and runs the floor well. An intriguing NBA front court prospect who can also stretch the floor.
Oh, so he's Denny Avdia now. That's who he is. His Denny with two more inches on him. That's you trying to tell me?
I guess so.
Oh God, Lord help us, man. Look how far we have fallen in this country. Look how far we have fallen, man. It's ridiculous. Seriously. I don't know nobody in this draft. Who from Perth? The last time we see somebody from Perth was when WWE went to Perth. Perth, Australia, man, get out of here, man. I don't care. I don't. I hope. Look, I do hope that this guy, whoever we pick, is a good player. I do hope that, and whoever the Lakers pick, I hope is a good player too. But other than that, man, wake me up when the NBA season starts next season. Other than that, I don't care. Ridiculous.
Anything else, Cavante?
Yep, same here. I completely agree. There hasn't been excitement around the NBA draft in a minute. Like maybe Zion. That was probably the last. And when how long Zion been in the league?
Wemby was the only person that we thought that we knew about last year. That was it.
But even then, we wasn't excited about it. It's like, all right, it's gonna be him. Everybody agree. All right, cool. But Zion was exciting.
Yeah,
and he had John Morant.
And maybe right.
John Wall.
And so I think Wemby is because he was overseas and we really didn't see him, but we saw Zion and Ja. You know what I'm saying? Like that was exciting. We was like, all right, they gonna be it. Now, granted, we ain't know Ja was gonna be as goofy as he's being off the court. Well, it's been some time, so hopefully he's gotten that goofiness out of his system. And Zion
too.
And Zion had no goofiness off the field. Yeah.
Goofy.
But when they both play, they're amazing. And we knew the talent because we saw Zion in high school and we saw Ja at Murray State. So it's like, all right, these two is it. But we was able to see them and their development going into the league. It's like, all right, this is exciting. We haven't really been excited about guys coming into the draft since probably them two. So and it seems like things are getting worse. I don't know, man. I haven't been excited about the NBA draft in quite some time, y'all.
Looking at that draft, that was the 2019 draft. I'm gonna just throw some names. Zion at 1, John Moran at 2, RJ Barrett at number 3. We had Darius Garland at number 5 for the Cavaliers. Kobe White had a good breakout year from the Bulls. Rui Hachimura went to the Wizards at 9. We had PJ Washington drafted at 12 by the Hornets. Tyler Hero at 13 by the Miami Heat. We had Grant Williams to the Celtics. He was a good player. We had who else in here? Jordan Poole, number 28 in that draft as well. Yeah, that's funny.
He was solid though.
Yeah, he's still.
Hey, listen, he was a part of the ring team.
Jalen McDaniels from the Hornets. I'm just thinking of names. So yeah, that was the 2019 draft. So interesting to see how that played out. As you mentioned, not really much people care about it. And the 2-night thing starting at 4 p.m. on the second day. I don't know who's going to be watching that, but yeah.
I'm not gonna. I'll be at work, so I don't care. But,
right, like
to be honest with you, at work, that's where I'm gonna be at. But yeah, the fact that they're having a 2-night draft with people you don't even know in this draft.
Why? You're not
the NFL.
Well, let's go to the WNBA real quick. Unfortunately, my white baby mama, Miss Cameron Brink, tore her ACL, non-contact injury for the LA Sparks. So she is done for the year. And another Caitlin Clark, Angel Reese matchup. And guess what? Angel Reese got the better of this matchup as she finally defeats Caitlin Clark. The Chicago Sky beat the Indiana Fever, and it was in matinee afternoon game yesterday on national TV. Angel Reese with the career high. She did her thing. And Cavante, what you think, man? I mean, these teams are going to play each other a lot, so we're going to see many of these battles.
Listen,
and I think Chicago now leapfrogs Indiana for the last playoff spot in the playoffs right now.
And it's crazy because I'm glad Angel Reese finally got over this hump because she ain't beat her since the championship. God dog. So finally getting over that hump and the crazier thing about this whole thing is we're talking these two and they're great players and everything, but their teams are not good. The teams are just not good. Like they're middle of the pack to below. You know, they're not great teams, but they are still very young, and I think they'll be able to figure it out. It's crazy how close in proximity they want. Yeah, no, you're right. That is crazy. Going from LSU to Iowa, now they're basically state neighbors in Chicago and Indiana. What are the odds? Especially Angel Reese should have been in DC, but we will leave that alone, Raj. Byron, we'll leave it alone. She was right there, DC. God dog it. Right there. But I'm glad Angel Reese. First of all, Angel Reese has been balling. and Caitlin Clark has 2, but Angel Reese has been balling. I think this is her 8th straight double. I think she had 20, 29 and
25
16.
and 16.
25.
Yeah, 25 and 16.
Out there crazy. Cheryl Swoops. I heard Cheryl Swoops was in the crowd. They embraced, which is good. Man, I don't know, but they hey girl, that's like the auntie right there. It's good to see. Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark will be matched up. You would think they was the number 1, number 2 overall picks. As much as they are going to go up against each other, and as much as they are going to be compared to one another, but Angel Reese is playing some good basketball right now. Caitlin Clark is too, but my gosh, Angel Reese is killing it with all these. She's a double machine, and she's already been very, very good on the defensive side of the ball. As soon as she developed more of an offensive game, I mean, I think she's going to be amazing, like unstoppable in the next couple years. And she finally getting over that hump, that Caitlin Clark hump. I haven't heard much about Caitlin Clark recently, but Angel Reese looks like she finally got one up on Caitlin Clark. Now she's behind in the professional series. She's a little behind, but gotta start somewhere. And again, both the teams are still developing and still very young, but I think they will be Angel Reese. She's gonna be all right. Not worry about it at all. And you know what? Through all of that, we didn't talk about her not being on the Olympic team. But it is what it is. I'm fine with both of them being left off if you're talking about their professional ranks and what they've done in the professional ranks. I'm fine with both of them being off, but nobody said anything or squawked about Angel Reese not being on the Olympic team.
Go ahead, Raj.
Every time that Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark play each other, they bring out the best in each other. They bring out a lot of fierce competition. And it's really fun to watch. I watched most of the game yesterday, so I seen a bunch of the plays that Caitlin Clark made. Like, she has some unbelievable passes, man, and a lot of those passes was missed by her teammates. A lot of the passes that were open layups went out of bounds because they couldn't catch the basketball. And I'm just like, you got to be kidding me! Like, she was throwing absolute Magic Johnson dimes out there. I mean, she was doing all kinds of stuff out there, bro. It was, but
what was she doing? What was she doing?
She was doing this. She was doing the Magic, and she was literally doing Magic impersonations out there. And like Mitchell, I think her name is Mitchell. She was like, she's ball coming her way. She don't know what to do with it. I'm like, come on now. But it is what it is. Angel Reese, though, she really showed up in this game. They was down by double digits in the fourth quarter, and she just decided to say, you know what? I am sick and tired of losing to you. This would probably be my third or fourth time losing to you in a row. I ain't having it. So she came out in that fourth quarter and she led that team back, and it was awesome to watch. It really was. I mean, she made one basket and she started shimmying. You know, Angel Reese started, oh, she looked good. I don't know what in that, but she started shimmying. Yeah, she looked bad in that joint, but she was doing her thing, man. She was doing her thing. But you know what? The WNBA needs women like this. They need women to take the game to another level. They need to, every time that these two women meet, that they sell out a game, or you get, you know, legends like Cheryl Swoops showing up, you know, to show support. To show support to the game and stuff like that. You need stuff like that. This is what makes the game better. And you even get the haters of the WNBA, you know, are like, oh my God, this was amazing to watch. You know what I'm saying? So it's all in all, it's a great thing for the actual product in itself. So every time I see Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese play each other, I already know I'm going to get a knockdown, drag out game between both of them competitors, because we already know Angel Reese cannot stand Caitlin Clark. and vice versa. Although Angel going to tell you about it, Kaylin going to shy away from it, but it is what it is. We know that these two women love to win, and we know what we're going to get when we see these two play each other. But it was awesome to see, Angel Reese's team, the Sky, come back and get that victory. But also, I mean, Caitlin Clark didn't have a bad game either. She could have taken a couple more shots in the fourth quarter, but she passed the ball too much. I'm pretty sure she'll make an adjustment the next time that they see each other again. But it's off to a great start, man. Their WNBA careers, they're off to a great and fantastic start.
Oh, shout out to G Herbo and Angel Reese.
Oh, there they go. Oh, wait a minute. Oh boy. Hey, Angel. Don't look. Make sure you make that brother wear a condom, all right? Make sure that brother wears a condom, okay? That's all I gotta say.
Hey, look. Hey, man.
Finish him, Daddy.
No finishing.
Finish him, Daddy.
No finishing.
Finish him.
He's a smart man if he don't.
How you feeling, man? Got Cameron Brink turn ACL. Angel Reese doing things we haven't seen since Asia Wilson. How you feel about?
I'm about to say we talking about you still seeing Asia Wilson doing her thing out there. Ain't no stopping her shine. Asia trying to three-peat, but Angel right now, we were saying it's going to be Caitlin Clark as Rookie of the Year, but right now, the way Angel is coming, it looks like it's about to be neck and neck for Rookie of the Year. Angel out there, putting up historic numbers as a rookie with these double-doubles, and willing her team finally beating Caitlin Clark in the WNBA. So I love it that things are on the up and up for Angel Reese right now. So I'm loving the way that women's basketball is slowly coming back. I'm really loving what's going on right now with that. And it's funny that you guys have brought up G Herbo and Angel, because I heard about the rumors, but I was like, it wasn't, I was like, about it. But you know what? At the end of the day, let the young love happen.
No. She don't need no distractions. No distractions.
I mean, she was already getting distracted because she was I forgot what rapper she was hanging out with, and it wasn't G Herbo, it was somebody else. So.
We don't want her. Look. We do not want her to be Megan Thee Stallion 2.0, if you know what I mean. We don't need that. Focus on ball. Not them balls, but the basketball.
Hey, yo.
Yes.
I can't.
Yes.
Look, see, a young girl with money, she gonna go ahead and do her thing. So you ain't gonna stop the young girl from doing her thing, man.
Well, focus on the ball, the basketball.
Hey, I look, I get it, but I mean, she's also a part of the culture, so they're gonna push this stuff on her.
No,
I'm saying
no.
Refuse. Look, you don't hear about it with Caitlin Clark. That's the
point. That's the point. We don't want to hear about it from her either.
I get it, but I mean, one is focused on ball, and one is focused on after one is focused on after their playing career. So
you need her to be focused on the basketball. Oh, hey, we go Byron again, looking at this damn picture.
That'd be great.
I didn't see it.
With her Xena Warrior Princess outfit on.
She is a wonderful specimen to look at.
Y'all have to stop. Y'all have to stop.
All right, let's get.
She don't look like Xena to you?
No, not that. The stuff beforehand.
What you mean? What are you talking about?
Fine.
Roger sounded like a damn uncle.
Hey, you don't sound like an uncle.
Hey, baby, you need to
Bro, you know the generation we live in, right? You have to sound like this nowadays.
Sound like you about to get the young girl.
You got the future ahead of you. You got your future ahead of you.
She might need the belt in her life. I'll give it to her if that's what she wants. Don't back away. Don't back away. She's above age. That's right. That's right, Byron. That's right. You play that sound effect. She can get that belt. She can get it all night.
Well, let's get to this NFL topic.
Let's get to the NFL topic.
Yeah, go ahead. I wanted to get to Trevor Lawrence. He got paid about a week ago. $142 million, fully guaranteed $1 million per year deal. And basically, outside of Joe Burrow and Deshaun Watson, the most guaranteed money as he has. Yeah. So Deshaun Watson with $230 million, Joe Burrow with $146.5 million, and he had a $37.5 million signing bonus, and $55 million annually ties him with Joe Burrow. $142 million fully guaranteed. Will the con men regret this, Raj? I mean, Trevor Lawrence getting paid. What does this do for the market? We got guys like Tua coming up. What's going to happen
here? Is he going to regret it? He's regretting letting CM Punk go and Cody Rhodes go to the WWE. So, of course, he's going to regret this. He's going to regret a lot of things in his life. And he's just making mistake after mistake after mistake. So, yes, he's going to regret this signing. I don't know why he signed this fool to this big-ass contract. And he hasn't done anything for the Jacksonville Jaguars but led them to the playoffs one time and made it to the divisional round one time. Whoop-de-doo. What has he done before that? Absolutely nothing. What did he do this past season? Absolutely nothing. No, don't get me wrong. He's not a bad player.
He got walked down by my man C.J. Stroud. Walked down.
Yes, completely walked down and beat down. But that's just little. I'm not saying he's not a good player. He doesn't deserve to get paid. Sure, he deserves to get paid. But to be the highest paid person in the NFL right now, hell no. It's just a dumb decision by Tony Khan and his daddy, and it's just going to add more, fuel to the fire that's going to, come his way, especially if AEW don't get right. So it's goofy, man. It's really goofy, but hopefully it works out for him. I don't think it will, but hopefully it does. But I wouldn't have signed him to that contract. I would have gave him. I would have franchised his behind and told him to go earn it, and if you earn it, then I'll pay you something to that amount. But if not, you can kick rocks, or you're going to take what I give you. One of the two. Oh, and you said what is it going to add to as far as the other quarterbacks around him? It's going to make them be like, you know what? His goofy ass got paid. My goofy ass wants to get paid too. And I haven't done nothing either.
Goofy ass is crazy.
Yeah, that's what that actually means.
You know what? Guys, and you know who's right behind him? Dak Prescott. Tua.
Yes,
they all like, oh, okay, bet.
Well, Tua's not getting that.
Jordan Love
not getting that.
Tua might get it.
Tua's not getting that. Tua's not getting that.
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love. He's not gonna get that. He's gonna get paid though. Like $40 million a year is probably his floor, and that's the Green Bay Packers' fault. So. I'm just saying, you got 1 year of production out of this guy, and now you got to pay him.
Well, look, Trevor Lawrence, one thing he does have on his resume, he started off with one of the worst playoff games ever, and then came back to have one of the greatest comebacks ever in an NFL playoff game. So he can at least say that he does have a playoff win to his record. He's taking his team to the playoffs. He's had to go through a lot of turmoil with Urban Meyer, or like y'all like to call him on the show, Urban Liar.
Yes.
And then got a coach, Doug Peterson. This past season, it didn't pan out the way that he wanted it to. But I mean, I can't fault him for getting the bag. In the that's what the market value is. Get your money, young boy. All you're doing is just helping the next man get paid. Because, like I said, Tua still got to get paid. Jordan Love still got to get paid. And Dak Prescott, they all sharpen at the bits. Like, oh, okay. And especially,
I love it. I love it.
Especially if I'm somebody like Dak Prescott, I ain't budget. Hey, what's up, baby?
What it doing, Graven?
If
What it do,
that
man?
Prescott, I ain't budging. And Tua, you said Tua gonna get it after these
Miami.
numbers.
Not for Miami. Not for
After
Miami.
these, because if you look at Tua's numbers, they better than Trevor Lawrence's numbers.
He's not getting
I get what you're saying, but if I'm Tua, I ain't budging either because my numbers indicate that I'm better. And Jordan Love can honestly Jordan Love is the only one where it's like iffy, but he can at least get in the ballpark.
But why are Tua's numbers better, Dre? Why are Tua's numbers
right? Why?
There is a reason for that.
Two of them.
Two reasons. One of them does this.
His receiving core is a lot better, and he also got a good head coach, and he's also got a better team surrounded by him. All right.
That's it. That's the only reason, because he has a better team and he has a better supporting head coach. Really? This is what we're doing? Come on, he has one of the greatest receivers of all time playing with him.
Yeah.
Of course his numbers are going to be better. And he has the Waddle guy who waddles a lot.
Yeah,
He was probably the best number 2 in the league.
Yes, right behind him.
Look, like I said, he has.
And then you got the two fastest running backs on your squad back to back.
He look. The Dolphins did what they needed to do in order to surround him with a good team.
Ain't no way. He has a clear limitation.
Yes,
clear limitation. He's not about to get no bag. Clear limitation. You saw that playoff game in Kansas City? Clear limitation.
Hey, look, he wins. He puts up good numbers.
And he loses in the playoffs.
How many playoffs? How many playoff wins? How many playoff wins?
In postseason.
His arm is weak. He doesn't have a good arm.
Hey.
He has a clear limitation. He's not getting no top 5 bag. I'm not saying he's not gonna get paid. Just like Jordan Love, they gonna get paid. They're not getting top 5.
The only reason I could even say that is because at the end of the day, it's about stats and numbers. And
you got to make some noise in the playoffs, bro. You got to. If you even need a season award, you need a big time season award, or you need to make noise in the playoffs. That's why I say Jordan Love. Jordan Love's gonna get paid. I don't know about top 5. Jordan Love's gonna get paid because he beat the Dallas Cowboys in prime time in the playoffs,
and he almost won his other game too.
He was close. He was close.
He was close.
But now, okay. So and back now we got off topic. Back to Trevor Lawrence. Listen, let me tell you something. Coming from a DC fan, coming from a Washington fan, when you got your guy, you keep him because the grass ain't greener on the other side. Let me tell you right now. You got a guy, you keep him. Yeah. We talking Trevor Lawrence and Graven.
Graven, what you think? You think he deserves his bag? Because I'm just saying it's gonna help the next man.
I don't know about top number 1 biggest
Oh,
contract of all time, but when you got your guy, you keep him.
Congratulations, and Graven as well.
Yes, congratulations.
Indeed, definitely. Congratulations,
but look, the only thing that helps though with Trevor Lawrence is, like I said, it's gonna help the next guy because Trevor Lawrence could be the highest paid today, and then
it's gonna be
by training camp, it could be Tua. So
but it's gonna be a couple months. Folks don't hold these titles for long because just like Jalen Hurts had it, and then Lamar came right behind him. Like nobody's gonna hold this title for a long. Then Joe Burrow came in there, so it's not nobody's gonna hold this title for an extended period of time. I don't think Tua's gonna get it, and not top 5. I don't know. And even with the market, because you talking about throwing away money. You talking about throwing away money?
I think but to Graven's point,
he's gonna get top 5, bro.
To Graven's point is like the only reason he is gonna get top 5 is because he has those great wide receivers, that he throws to, and they give him godly numbers. Now, granted, he doesn't have a strong arm. He isn't, like
accurate,
the greatest quarterback ever. He is, but he is a good, accurate quarterback. We've seen that in Alabama. We've seen it, when we played against him, and he's torched us. So it's not like he's not a bad quarterback, but he's the next in line to get that big contract, and he's going to get it. He's going to get that big contract.
All right, man. He is all right, man. All right.
He might be, but
Trevor Lawrence or Tua?
Bro,
Trevor Lawrence, because Trevor Lawrence got it. himself. He got it.
Does he though?
Tua, if you don't have the guys around him, Tua not carrying nobody. That's what I'm saying. Top 5 money means I can carry a team. Tua not carrying nobody. He's being carried.
All right, but the thing is, okay, when you look at Tua and you look at Trevor Lawrence,
what are they asking Trevor to do, and what are they asking Tua to do? That matters.
Tua at first he had turmoil with his quarterback. I mean, with his head coach, and with his he had turmoil with his head coach and what he was surrounded with. Once that happened, he got his head coach, he got his weapons. You saw what Tua was able to do. Trevor Lawrence, once he was able to get a competent head coach, and you saw the turnaround for him too. And he was, like I said, he was able to win a historic playoff game. So they both have compelling arguments, but I'm saying that when you look at the two side by side, yes, Tua has better numbers, and it could be because of his two great receivers. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because he does produce.
It does matter because
he doesn't win.
You stuck. Miami, you do this, you're stuck. As soon as you get
what
to
about
the playoffs,
what about
you're
the
going to
Jaguars?
lose. Look where the AFC is.
What about
Look
the
where the
Jaguars who
AFC
wet
is.
the bid though, Cravante? What about them? What about the Jaguars? They wet the bid.
And the Jaguars, that's an organization thing. Trevor Lawrence can play though.
All right, hey, Cravante, who you going to get to replace Tua? You saying you stuck, but who's gonna come? Who's gonna be? Can you trade for a quarterback, or you gonna get one in the draft? No, you're
absolutely
stick with
because Dallas is in the same. Dallas is in the same issue. You have a quarterback with a clear ceiling, and you keep giving them money. You have to get rid of him because Dak Prescott's hit his ceiling, just like I think Tua has hit his ceiling. You got to know when to move on. And start over.
Move on to what though?
It doesn't matter. That takes time. You're not gonna a quarterback doesn't come out of thin air. But when you got a subpar quarterback, you're gonna have subpar seasons.
Not when you have a win now roster though.
That's what Dak Prescott came from out of thin air.
Who has a win now roster?
Definitely. Dallas is capable of winning the Super Bowl.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
What?
Win now.
Dallas is wait a minute, hold on, time
win
out.
now roster. You're crazy.
Dallas
is far from me.
This is Dallas's last ride to be all in with it because you still got
roster is worse.
You still got CeeDee Lamb back there. You still got Michael Parsons.
Who's holding out? Who's holding out? Who's holding out?
But I'm saying you haven't paid them yet. So this is
CeeDee is holding out.
Dallas, their window. If this has to be the year to do it because if you pay Dak Prescott, if you pay,
bro, there ain't no window. Window's closed.
If you
Dak needs to get paid and CD needs to get paid.
And that's why I said I think this is the year you have to. I'm not saying they're gonna win it. I'm saying this is the year you have no choice. After this, it's done because once you pay everybody, you're not gonna be able to have the same roster. And the Dolphins as well. The Dolphins, they're iffy at the quarterback position, and the quarterback could be what's keeping them back. But they have a win now roster where they could possibly win it all.
If Trevor Lawrence was on the Dolphins, they'd be so much better. So much better. So much better.
They will be Super Bowl contenders.
So much better. Oh my gosh, so much better.
I don't know. Fabio didn't look all that last year.
All the top teams in the AFC are in cold weather spots. You know what's the rival to cold weather teams? A weak arm. You ain't gonna do nothing against Kansas City. You ain't doing nothing against Buffalo. You ain't doing nothing against the Ravens. You ain't doing nothing against the Bengals or none of that because it's gonna be cold in January and you got a weak arm.
We seen that in December when we played the Dolphins. We seen it when they played.
That's what I'm talking about. A clear ceiling. There's no room for growth.
We seen it, and they also the biggest problem they have is that they're a finesse team. They're still a finesse team.
Yeah,
and it's probably about time to start over because Tyreek ain't got but a year or two left, and giving to a 5-year, $250 million contract is going to put you in a hole. I'm just saying.
Let us know in the comments.
Look,
you
I
guys
said
think about the deal?
he's going to get it by default.
What team is better this year?
I mean, the Jaguars or the Dolphins?
Oh,
I think the Dolphins are a better team.
The Dolphins, yeah. The Dolphins are the better team, but
Trevor's a better quarterback.
Trevor is, yeah.
Yeah, the Dolphins are a better team though.
But the only thing is Trevor, like I said, when you look at his numbers, you like Trevor, do you really deserve your money? Talent wise, yes. But producing wise,
no. I agree with that. I don't think he should have been the highest paid ever, but I'm giving him the money over Tua.
And I like I said, I yawn at that whole premise of highest paid because, like I said, by training camp, that thing gonna be flipped about at least once or twice.
45 times.
45 times.
45. Get it 45 times.
And then because I mean the argument that CD is holding out for is that Justin Jefferson's the highest paid, and we know that you shouldn't get Justin Jefferson, but can you get underneath that? Yes. And Jerry's going to give
I agree with that. I agree with that.
And Jerry's going to give it to him.
And Jerry's going to be in the hole again, like he was the same hole he's always been in.
And if I'm CD Lamb, you might want to actually just dub it because, like you said, the Cowboys window. Y'all said it's close. To me, I think they got one more year, and even with this 1 year, they ain't about to win it all.
Nah, I think that thing is closed. And CD pull a Zeke, do what Zeke did, hold out because let Zach show you how valuable Dak Prescott is. Don't play without me. Let's see what happens. Same thing if Tyreek Hill or Water was to hold out. Let's see how good he is without me. We saw what happened after Amari Cooper left. We saw what happened.
They don't want it, as Ladarius Webb would say. They don't want it.
I'm just saying, it's some guys that got it and some guys that don't. And I understand market and all that, but you set yourself up for failure. You might as well blow this thing up. Would you say, Dre? Blow this thing up. Start over.
But, like I said, the only hesitancy I have is I just don't know who would replace them.
Listen, bro. Especially in AFC, the top guys are the top guys. You need to keep looking for a top guy because you're not competing. Tua's not competing with none of them.
Because this quarterback class is so iffy coming up compared to the one that just got this draft class, great. But the one after that is what I'm like, you really can't look into being like, all right, next season we're going to get our guy.
But honestly, define great. If we got how many guys? We have 6 guys. Define great.
At least we definitely all agree your quarterback is going to be one of those guys that's going to be around.
Prayerfully, yes, hopefully. But I mean, define great. Just because there's a lot of them doesn't mean.
Well, okay, give or take, because most of the time first rounders don't work out, but I can at least see half of them working out.
Ooh, I think that's a stretch. That's a stretch. Out of the 6, 2 at the most.
What's 2 you think is going to work out?
I never cared for Bo Nix.
Yeah, Bo Nix, I don't know about his situation, so that we've had that conversation. We already know that we at least agree on that part where he's at is iffy. All right.
And JJ, I thought that was
JJ's iffy. JJ's iffy. I'm not ready to put him in there.
JJ is going to need JJ a lot.
Only got 2 quarterbacks that I think is going to work out. That's Jaden Daniels, and that's Michael Penix in 2 years.
Yeah, but I forgot Michael Penix. Yeah, he's definitely his situation going to work out. And who went number 1 again?
Caleb Williams. I don't know about Caleb.
I like him.
He might work out.
I like Caleb. I like Caleb at what the Bears probably did.
I'm just not sure the Bears are ready to have a superstar quarterback. I feel like they were going to fumble him.
The only reason I'm hesitant about the Bears is because of the coach. I think they put the pieces and everything around them, but the head coach is the real iffy one.
But Matt Nagy, you don't like Nagy?
That's why I think when we it's Eberflus,
Nah.
but I think that's why when we get to the previews outside of Detroit, I mean, if you look at the NFC North, you can put all the other three teams in a hat and pick one out. I mean, the Packers, Bears, and the Vikings are all probably the same team.
You can't forget about the Lions are probably the front runners, followed by the Packers.
Yeah,
The Lions are the clear front runner, but you can put the other three teams in the hat and pick one out. They're all the same team. They're all the same team. So it'll be interesting.
I don't know. I think the Packers got a slight edge.
I mean, they do because they got a better quarterback. Well, let's see how Caleb. I don't think Caleb's gonna have an amazing rookie year, but
I think he's gonna have a decent year.
I don't know.
I don't know. But I mean, also when you look at the trajectory, it's always a new team in the mix. Because a lot of us did not expect the Packers to be where they are, and they started off slow, ended hot. So you just don't know.
No.
Let's get to training camp real quick before we get to Goofies. Baltimore Ravens will begin training camp on July 13th for rookies, as they do have the first game of the season September 5th against the reigning defending two-time Super Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs, who open up on the 16th. So that's when rookies report, and then veterans report the week after on the 20th. Is this too early, Raj? It's too soon? I mean, looking at the Commanders real quick, Avante, they start 7-18 and 7-23 for the veterans as well.
You said so the rookies start July 13th?
So basically next week.
Yes.
Good Lord. So that's 2 weeks away?
Basically.
Next week is July
1st.
3 weeks away?
Yes.
I mean, didn't they just leave minicamp not too long ago?
Yes.
He just left last week.
So they might so what's the point? They might as well should have just stayed the entire time. And
exactly. So when people were up there talking about Aaron Rodgers missed minicamp, it was like whatever, man.
That's not news. That's not news. That's not.
Yeah,
news.
they just make us. That's how much we were reaching. We were making something out of nothing.
And people placate towards it as well because they don't like Aaron Rodgers. Well, some people don't, but
a lot of people don't.
Yeah, a lot of people don't. Yeah, I agree because because he's conservative, and two, he says he speaks his mind, and sometimes you don't want to hear what he has to say. But either here or there, I do think it's a little too early. I mean, July 13th is kind of crazy. But I understand it also because you want to get these guys in shape for this, rigorous season that's about to come, especially with the Ravens schedule.
How many games? It's 17. It's 17 this year.
17 games, and then also don't forget the Ravens are also going to be on Hard Knocks this year too.
Yeah, but that's at the end of the season.
That's going to be fun.
That's middle of the season.
Yeah, that's the middle to the end.
Oh, okay. I thought it was beginning. Okay, my fault.
So
the season, last 6 weeks of the season.
Yeah, the last 6 weeks. So I mean, I get it. I understand. But I am afraid a little bit because last year was like a miracle season for the Ravens. We didn't have too many injuries, too many season-ending injuries. So I'm a little afraid because the schedule we play, for one, we do have another late bye week coming up again. And then we have that stretch of games near the end of the season where we're playing 10 games we're playing 3 games in 10 days. And I don't know, man. I just hope that Harbaugh knows what he's doing as far as, pushing people too far in training camp, especially starting July with the rookies. I don't want the rookies to get hurt at all. And just pretty much do what you usually do. Just ease people on in. You didn't had a whole OTAs, you didn't had a whole mini camp. So just ease, guys on in. If certain people need work, let them get to work. Some people don't. The veterans don't. Let them have their days off as always, and just play it cool. But I thought you was gonna say but July 20th for the rookies, and everybody else is the week after that. You was at July 13th. I'm like, God, I'm like, this is June 25th right now. I'm like, that's less than 2.5 weeks. So it's like, bro, I'm like, y'all only had 3 weeks off? That's it? That's all we getting? I thought we were supposed to have a whole vacation going on, but that's why I wasn't mad at Lamar Jackson either.
But is that really too soon? Because they're a month away from preseason.
I mean, no preseason starts with August. What?
August 9th is the first game.
Yeah, August 9th. So I mean, yeah, but I don't know. I mean, they've been practicing pretty much the whole entire time. That's what it feels like for these OTAs, especially since we've been watching like all the interviews from Harbaugh and everybody else that's been coming in. But yeah, man, I feel like it's too soon, but maybe it's not. But all I know is probably by the next couple of years, everything's going to change anyway. Because one, they're going to add an 18th game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
we
two,
know
they're
it.
probably going to get rid of OTAs, and it's just going to be straight up training camp, like for the entire summer. So
that's crazy.
There you go. That's what it's going to be.
Well, that's gonna
the
be
building and get hurt. People gonna get hurt walking in the building. Cavante,
that's
getting
gonna
out
be
the
tough
car.
one, Rod. That's gonna be
They
tough.
gonna get
That's
get hurt getting out the car. They gonna get hurt going to the dang lunchroom.
I think that'd
be a damn shame if you get hurt going to the lunchroom, done tore your ACL trying to carry your tray.
Like tore
salad bar, man.
Not the salad bar. Hit his nose on the nose guard. Terrible. I think that's a tough sale. Because with the injuries that's been increasing, I think they're already getting light with practices, OTAs, and all that. It's not fully padded anymore. So I don't know about training camp all year, but with this 18th game, they're gonna need another bye week.
Oh, for sure.
What you mean? They got the new helmets, Cravante. They got them big old mushrooms.
No, you extend.
I feel like that should have been happened. I think that should have been happened. I'm like, wait, why are they practicing with that and then not in the game? Okay. I thought that should have been happening. I don't care how goofy or whatever it looks, but in the name of safety, in the name of safety, because it looks like a bunch of marshmallows on the hat. But
it do.
But in the name of safety, forget it. And as long as if it don't hinder, performance,
Go ahead, Joe.
No, I mean, like I said, I don't really mind it too much because I know that preseason starts soon. So at this point, let them get ready, let them get in football shape. But then again, they're not. Well, training camp gonna be harder than the preseason games because preseason they ain't about to really do nothing out there, unless you the rookies, because the veterans don't even really get right for the first month anyway. Yeah, I don't know how this new NFL is because I'm thinking about it like from the old way of them practicing compared to the new wave where they're really hardly out there. But then again, they need it, so I'll say that I'll give it a chance. I don't know.
They pay the guys to make they pay them the big bucks to make these decisions. I'm like, I don't know, bro.
I really don't, because you out there and you're not really practicing hard,
well,
because these, I mean, and the reason I say that you so they really they don't practice them that hard. The veterans aren't playing in the preseason games like they used to. And then the Ravens kind of had to take a step back because what was that, like 2 or 3 years ago when the whole team was depleted with injuries because they were practicing too hard.
So basically, this is what you do. You show up to training camp already in shape, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's heavy.
That's what you do.
You ready to do it?
Yeah, let's do it.
It's time for Cavante's Goofies of the week.
Let's bring him up. The Goofy Goopster himself.
Get Goofy out.
Oh, gosh. Something wrong here.
Well, now that's goofy. Jam. Oh, jam.
That's right.
Stupid. Just stupid.
Man, it's a lot of goofy.
Old gay Reddick.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Gay Reddick. Get out. Get out. I'm sorry.
Hey, yo, D Wild, and you wild for playing it. So There's been a lot of goofiness going on, guys, and I try to point out as much as I can, as best I can, with the help of my brothers. Welcome to Goofies of the Week, sponsored by the Flex Zone. Appreciate you guys for giving me a little bit of time to let me tell the good people what I thought was goofy this week. And we got a couple, couple. So I want to do something a little different. Now, I have one goofy, and then I have another goofy, but that second goofy can also be like a part of history in another sense. But let's get into it. So my first one is the Los Angeles Lakers signing JJ Reddick. What are the numbers, Byron? Do we have the numbers? Have they disclosed that information? It's like a 4-year deal or something like that.
Rumored to be around $8 or so million a year, something like that.
Which isn't bad for a guy with no experience. My gosh, they was about to give Hurley, but like 10.5, something like that. Because I think his was, I forgot, it was like 65, 6 years,
almost. Yeah, like 70 million almost.
70, right. So 6 years, about 70 mil. Not bad for a guy with no experience, Byron. No experience, and you about to have the most high profile head coaching job in the NBA. $8 million a year, first time is crazy. Not just first time head coach in the NBA, first time head coach, period. Because his resume was what? A volunteer. What was this? What 4th grade, Little League? What was it? Junior NBA? What was it?
At Brooklyn Academy.
Huh? Academy? Yeah. Listen, man. If folks like that getting these high profile jobs, I mean, it all started with Trump. I feel like they should be a little lenient with these jobs because it's some organizations and some agencies that's giving people these opportunities, and the resume is given. What the guy say on the guy that on that Pop the Balloon challenge? Y'all should not be qualified to say this, to do the stuff that y'all doing. Y'all should not be qualified and get these jobs, get these opportunities, because you're just not qualified. What's the point of building up experience if you just giving folks without experience these jobs? What happened to this when folks were just graduating college? Gotta tell you, it's like jobs ask for 10 years of experience from a 20-year-old. You know what I'm saying? It's just wild. And there was guys like, Sam Cassell out there that has a ton of NBA experience as an assistant. Been champion, I think 3 or 4 times over, and has a legit NBA basketball resume. But I don't even know if he was in the running for real. And JJ Reddick, who has 0 experience, former player, you know what I'm saying? There's that. He went to Duke. I don't know if that's a minus or a positive. But I don't see the qualifications, guys. And of all organizations, the Lakers, to reach like this, I think is absolutely absurd. And send it to that, like I was talking about earlier, that good old white privilege. They got the complexion for the protection. And hey, man, it works out for him. You know what I'm saying? And he has it was a 4-year deal.
Yes, 4-year deal. So
let's see how long that lasts. But I do think regardless, the Lakers have to be patient, which they are not great at. Especially with LeBron James being pretty much near the end of his rope. How is this going to look for the future? He got a 4-year deal. What do the next 2 years look like? It looks bleak. It doesn't look great. It's like you're hiring an intern to run the company, which is crazy. But it's happening, and I can't wait to see the turmoil continue. As a non-fan outside looking in. Very, very, very goofy, but yet to be determined. Who knows? He might fare well with the team, but we'll see. Highly doubt it, but we will definitely see. Now, my next goofy talk about a guy who I don't think was actually in the running, but maybe should have been, or who knows, maybe not. Another brother. We talked about Sam Cassell earlier, and we talked about this brother here. Y'all are all familiar with this brother, Monty Williams. Monty Williams, and I sent a post to you guys earlier. Do y'all know Monty Williams has made $85 million within the past year, some change, from buyouts from teams? I want to say it was about 20 from the Suns, and after into a 6-year contract with the Detroit Pistons, and a contract with Detroit Pistons, 6 years, $78.5 million deal. Signed that June last year. June 2024, he is fired. Fired. Still 5 years left, $65 million. The job to have is the NBA head coach at this point. Because whether you do good or bad, you get a bag. And that is absolutely absurd on the Detroit Pistons part. Because why the hell would you sign a 6-year deal with a guy, pay him all this money, and not play it out, not at least play out half the contract? You play out a year? What did he do that was so egregious that he deserved to be fired after the first year? Raj, Dre, what did he do that was so bad that he had to be fired after year one? Mind you, the Detroit Pistons were trash before he got there. You have to give a guy an opportunity to turn things around. Now, granted, we may hear a story or two come out. It doesn't seem like he doesn't strike me as a Udoka type. Like, that would be something to get somebody up out of there, because like you're just doing too much. Was he creating turmoil in the locker room? Did he not connect with the guys? It's a pretty young team over there. Is Monty old school and just wasn't able to connect with the younger players? What was it? But for you to, and talking about the Detroit Pistons, to sign, this is why you're as bad as you are. You're doing what the Lakers are essentially doing, except without the merit. You're just bad. So, and I think that was a mistake. Yeah, and again, the Pistons were bad. Very, very, very bad team. Granted, bad team beforehand. It's not Monty's fault that they are a bad team, but he gets the blame after a year, and now they owe him $65 million to sit at home and do nothing. And still got the 20 bag from the Suns. Now, I don't know about y'all, Byron, Dre, Byron, and I'm sorry, Raj. I don't know about y'all, but this should go down in black history. This got to go down in black history, black sports history, black history in general. Cause how this brother get in 2 years get fired both jobs on his day off. He got fired for both jobs on his day off. and walked away with a bigger bag the second time. Absolutely absurd. He got $85 million pretty much coming to him, and he's doing nothing. He can actually go out and get another job. Or he can move to Cancun, buy Cancun. I don't know. He could do something crazy. But I think that should go down the history books. Getting fired on your day off back-to-back years and getting a bigger bag. Getting a bag the first time and getting a bigger bag the second time. Monty Williams needs to go down in Black history and Black sports history. All of it. Because this is wild. Wild, wild, wild. So that's not goofy. It's just, hey, listen, I guess in all goofiness, somebody benefits, right? In this way, it's Monty Williams. Crazy, crazy, crazy. But those are my two goofies of the week. The Lakers organization for hiring JJ Reddick with beginner's resume, and the Detroit Pistons for firing Monty Williams after year one of a 6-year contract. I got to know what happened. It's got to be something else, because you just handing out money at this point. Like is the NBA budget, the NBA budget for coaches, like, is it unlimited? Because how and why would you do something like this? Because now you without coach, and you have to pay somebody else while still playing Monty Williams. I think that's the craziest thing ever. But there's a thin line between goofy and great, and these organizations on the wrong side of it. But shout out to Monty Williams. Again, needs to go down in Black history for getting fired back-to-back years on your day off. Got to do better.
Of course. Something wrong here.
Well, now that's goofy. Jam.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, jam.
Yep.
Stupid. Just stupid.
You know what? I wish, I was talking about this earlier with one of my coworkers. I wish our jobs were like NBA head coaches. I wish our jobs were like that. Like, you get fired and they have to give you whatever your contract was, whatever you was entitled to that contract in the beginning. You got to get it to you. Now, if you walk away, you quit, you leave whatever's on the table and you walk away. But I think our job should be like that, yo. We get fired, hey, it's your money over there. Take that with you. We gonna pay you to not work here no more. That's crazy to me, but it happens.
Episode 446 in the books, Joe.
Episode 447.
Hey, looking forward to Money in the Bank coming up. Major League Baseball as they winding down and getting ready for the All-Star game shortly. And the Olympics. There's a lot coming this season. We're gonna be blessed.
Hey,
and we got Panthers too. Yeah. Oh, shout out to the Panthers. Yes. Because it didn't look good, but history wasn't made.
They almost dropped that bag. Ooh, you almost talking about somebody fumbled the bag? They was a 3-0. and the Oilers came back. And the Oilers came back and tied it at 3-3, and then we went to Game 7. But they
But you know what? I hate the premise of being up 3-0, being a Yankees fan, because that's the one thing they can always bring up on us. The one time it happened in baseball, and it turned the Red Sox around. So
it was well deserved too. Well deserved.
It ain't well deserved nothing.
It's right. It made Big Papi.
I'll tell you what you deserve.
And my boy Manny. And legends in Boston.
Finish him, Daddy.
Pedro Martinez as well.
And you talking about no water. Yes. You talking about my boy? You talking about my man Manny Ramirez?
Manny Ramirez. Yeah.
Now you gotta do that.
David Ortiz, baby.
You gotta do the action. You gotta say like Manny Ramirez.
That's one big son of a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, Big Papi. Yeah, he was.
That's right. Tell him, Pat Mac and Cheese. Tell him.
It was Pat. It was Big Papi, and Manny Ramirez.
That's right. They whooped your ass. Coming back from 3-0. That's right. Back in 04.
That stuff be happening.
That had Yankees though. Right, hat to their own.
Listen, man, that stuff be happening in hockey. That stuff happens 3-1, 3-0. None of that mess is safe. It's basketball. The only one where it's like 3-0.
Baseball too. It only happened one time.
Yeah, against the Yankees. Yeah, against y'all.
We heard you the first damn time.
That's your turn.
Get him out of here.
Happy birthday again, my brother.
I ain't went to no damn happy birthday now after you sit over there with that soliloquy.
No, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Like,
good. That means your day is over.
My day's been over.
Make sure you.
My day was over when I hopped on this thing.
And put a shirt on, like Tate told that guy yesterday at Afrair. Put a shirt on.
Hey, Tate. We're not gonna show that picture of what Tate was doing. In the harbor. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. Tate was looking a little too suspicious.
Look at these incredible numbers. Hockey, 206, and it's only happened 4 times. Baseball, 39-1, and in NBA is 157-0 when somebody's been up 3-0. This should have been the Mavericks making it a Game 7. They went 1-2-3 Cancun.
Social media wise, what they can expect. We got another AEW pay-per-view this week.
Oh yeah, that's right. Lord. We have Forbidden Door this weekend. We'll be streaming it, of course. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it or not. We shall see. I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch it or not. We shall see. I might go to Jimmy's for it. I might not. I don't know. But the AEW is so like. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be. Of course, the pay-per-views are never terrible shows, but they're just so iffy nowadays. It's like
long for no reason.
No, they've always been long. That's not the issue. The issue
is the issue.
No, the issue is story. That's the issue. The stories are the issue. Wrestling wise, they're fine, but the stories is just like, bro, what are we doing? But either way, like I said before, it should be a great show because they're gonna have great wrestling matches. It's just the story behind them are just like, but
trash.
We'll be there.
Social media producer and the
birthday boy, Big Raj, the Meat Man, executive producer,
co-patriot, plays on the side, Drizzy Dre.
Same producer, the commander lawyer, and the captain of the goofy ship, Cravante Bay. Yours truly, God's favorite host, associate producer as well. Please hit the like button on the way out.
Why do you want
you to hit the like button? Because it costs you nothing, first and foremost. And what it does is it tells YouTube, hey YouTube, I like this video, I like this channel, I like this content. Recommend it to me and others so it gets the content out there. So hit the like button and subscribe if you're new already. All those who aren't on YouTube, hit over there. If you're on X, if you're on Facebook, as Drake gives you the thumbs up. Go over to the Flex Zone Podcast, subscribe. We're the only place to give you sports how you want it.
When you need it.
Eat it.
Make sure you check us out Wednesday.
For AEW Dynamite, we'll have some previews for AEW Forbidden Door. I'll preview a few of the matches. We'll be live Sunday for that. And for the BET Awards. I know Raj loves this time of year, so his favorite award show as well. So we'll be doing a double stream.
As well. FlexZone1
at gmail.com. The Cash App the FlexZone1. Twitter, Instagram, the FlexZone1. And Facebook, the FlexZone1 and the FlexZone Podcast on TikTok. Throw your ones up. Acknowledge the head of the sports podcast table. As we are the only place to give you sports how you want it.
When you need it.
Episode 447, we'll be talking about all the latest happenings in the world of sports and just stuff in general. We got a presidential debate coming up. We may dabble and dabble in that. I know Raj is going to be excited for that. A lot of things to get into as well. For Dre, Devontae, Raj, God's favorite host, everybody in the chat. Appreciate you, Mark, Miss Queen. Engraven was in the building. Shout out to Engraven.
Everybody.
Big shout out to everybody in the chat. Appreciate you guys being here and checking us out each and every week. Monday, Flagship Podcast. You know where to find us. Putting the kids to bed.
Be videos up
on the week, throughout the week, clips, all that good stuff, and join us for our live streams as well. We out of here, y'all. Peace. Have a good night.
Peace.
Old gay Reddick.
Finish him, Daddy.